Alright guys, it's me, Mickey DS11. In the background I just have, uh, my stream, just some, gameplay of me playing Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PlayStation 5 as, uh, I somehow got it through Walmart on the 12th and it came in on the 22nd. I actually 100%ed Miles Morales, so I just kind of want to talk about the PlayStation 5 and Miles Morales in itself, kind of give myself, you know, give you guys some review, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, I gotta say, I'm very, very surprised about the PS5. I'm gonna talk about that at first, and then I'll get into Miles Morales. Loading times non-existent basically, so everything they were saying is quite true. In fact, I do remember when I first started the stream. Maybe I'll clip it or something. I seriously said you have to restart, and I was like, "Oh, okay, no problem." And then I clicked it. In half a second, I blinked. It was already back on the same screen and restarted. I was like, "Huh?" Performance: 30 frames, graphical, ray tracing, enhanced lighting, additional VFX, extra from 4K base. Nah, performance: 60 frames, without ray tracing, enhanced lighting. Provided 4K extra. Yeah, nah. That's fine. I'd rather. That was the restart? What? Uh, and then fast traveling in this game, again, same thing. Obviously, I like to swing around a lot in Miles Morales and whatnot, but basically, I'm kind of using it as like a benchmark, I guess. Um, fast travel in Miles Morales, though, again, same thing. It took like half a second to get where you wanted. As I don't like the fast travel in the game, obviously, because swinging is really fun. But when you did, again, a half a second, it's phenomenal. And I gotta say, adaptive triggers and stuff like that. Everyone was like, it's probably going to be a gimmick, and I kind of thought the same thing, but it's pretty neat actually. Like when you swing in Miles Morales, there's like tension on the trigger. Uh, it's kind of hard to explain without like feeling it yourself, but like it like literally your trigger tightens itself, and yeah, you could push it all the way down, but like basically what it wants it to do is just kind of like fairly light, and then when you feel it stop, like it's like they put like a stopper in it or something, just stop, and then when you like let go of your swing, it loosens up again. Like it's crazy. Like it kind of like rumbles up and down, I guess is the best way to put it. I have it right here. So like let's say you're swinging, you're like, oh, you have to let go, and then like, or you're like running on the wall, like it like pitter patters like up and down a little bit. So like I don't know. I gotta say, pretty dope. Again, let's just talk about Miles Morales now, I guess, because obviously PS5. I'm kind of rambling. I'm sorry, but again, PS5, good load times. Controller is really cool. Like again, oh, I didn't even talk about the haptic feedback. My bad. Hold on. Legitimately, like so, like it rumbles, and it kind of feels like HD rumble from the Nintendo Switch, I guess. So like in the beginning of Miles Morales, you're like on a subway, and you feel like your controller rumble like as it hits bumps, or like you're typing on the keyboard and it just kind of rumbles each button press, or like is it like a bunch of stuff, like what else is there, like if there's in the beginning of the game you get some text messages, rumble rumble, like as when you get the messages, like it's pretty immersive in that sense, and I think that's really cool. But anyways, Miles Morales, I gotta say, people were saying it's like a 6 hour game if you just blast through it, which I'm sure, yeah, definitely. It's pretty short, actually. I gotta say, but I ended up getting about 12 hours. No, no, a little bit more than 12. I played maybe like 18 or something. That's because I 100%ed the game. Did platinum trophy it with achievements or trophies. Duh. Anyway, um, I might do that though. I started New Game Plus and everything. I gotta say, it's a really fun game. If you liked, Spider-Man 2018, you're definitely gonna like this. Um, I wouldn't necessarily call it an expansion, but like with Miles and his other powers, it's very, I don't know, it's very cool. It makes the game a little bit more flashy, and in some way, it makes the self sections definitely a lot more easy. Uh, maybe a little too easy, but regardless, it's really cool. Like everything they did in the game was just fantastic. Like even like the side mission stuff that I've been doing like in the background of this gameplay is really really good. Um, Story wise, I was pretty enthralled. Like I found myself kind of tearing up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Um, if you don't know, I'm Latino, and Miles Morales, with the last name Morales, it's pretty obvious. He's also Latino. So just seeing his interactions with him and his mother, it's everything about it was just it just felt very authentic. Like he looks super swagger too, wearing them Tims. Like basically, it seems like they got New York culture pretty much to the T. It's just everything about this game is just great. Obviously, not obviously. So I didn't play in fidelity mode. My bad. Anyway, I didn't play in fidelity mode because it's like 30 FPS, and I personally I'd rather have 60 FPS and whatnot. Like it's very noticeable when it's not 30 FPS. So if you do play, I recommend playing performance mode. Like I recommend anytime you get a new console and you have a choice between fidelity or performance, please pick performance. Like yeah, it may look better, but 30 FPS is just not the wave, dog. But if it's like fidelity 60 FPS versus performance 120, if you don't have the monitor or whatever, for sure go for fidelity. But like if you're playing a game, just I recommend if it's between 30 or 60, go for the 60, 100%. Because I did go to fidelity mode for my new game plus for like the first, like the first fight just to see what it was like. Oh my gosh, it was not fun. It looked really nice. Don't get me wrong. Like you really saw the reflection of the city, and it was super noticeable. Like if you're like on a window of a wall, like you could see the because it's ray traced, so like you could see the reflection properly versus it being just a JPEG. But regardless, it just I don't think that the performance impact is worth the you know just worth the trouble. Like I don't know, it's just again, I don't really want to like 100% review the game, but I just gotta say I enjoyed it. I recommend it. PS5 is great. Uh, Controller is cool. It's not a gimmick. So when you get the chance, do what you gotta do. Do whatever you got. You got your old lady friend. Is she gonna get your PS5? Do it now. All right. And I guess that's my cue to leave. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop.